Hello, YouTube fans. BGN1990 here, and yesterday I posted a video of the top 10 meanest girls in cartoons, in my opinion. Well, today I'm going to talk about the top 10 meanest boys from cartoons, in my opinion. Now, this is my opinion, so feel free to agree or disagree, whatever. But anyway, here's my list. I hope you enjoy it. Number 10. Now, this character only appeared in one episode of this cartoon I'm going to talk about, but I think that he still deserves to be on this list. The mayor from Recess. The episode, The Biggest Trouble Ever. The kids were climbing on a statue of some historical figure, caused it to get knocked over, broke, and the kids were in the biggest trouble ever, hence the episode's name. Well, this wonderful mayor wanted to remove, what were their names? Gus, Spinelli, TJ, Gretchen, Vince, and Mikey. Removed them from the school they were at now and put them in 6 separate schools. I mean, they had a whole trial about it, yada, 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 etc. Well, another guy came in, forgot his name, but they showed a clip of a similar incident where, in fact, a bunch of the adults who were in that courtroom were shown as kids climbing on the statue. And what is this? There was one kid actually trying to break the statue. And who was that little kid? I said this in my last video. I'm going to say this in this video. I'm going to do a lot of swearing, so hear me out. And I apologize if I offended anyone. Who is the one trying to break the statue as a kid? The horrible damn mayor-to-be who wanted to separate the 6 main kids and put them in separate schools. So not only is this guy an asshole, this guy is a fucking hypocrite, okay? So that is why, even though I put him he was only in one episode, I'm putting him at number 10. Okay. Anyway, next one. This is from a show that only lasted 2 seasons, but I gotta give him this slot. The character, Bradley Elizabeth Brad Batowski from Disney XD's Kick Batowski Suburban Daredevil. Brad is the actual dillweed. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, moving on. Number 8, Randall from Recess. Miss Feedster, so-and-so did so-and-so. The original Candace Gertrude Flynn from Phineas and Ferb. Right there, Randall. Except he's a boy, but still. Miss Feedster. What a brat. Anyway, moving on. Now, the next 2 are 2 principals. And number 7, I'm going to give this slot to Principal Warts from Hey Arnold. First of all, that is a terrible name. Who in the hell thought of the name Principal Warts? Was Mr. Pimples not available? Jeez. Now, I bet you're wondering, why him? Hey Arnold episode, Full Moon. He gave Arnold not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 freaking weeks of detention because he refused to rat out Harold, Stinky, and Sid for mooning him. Personally, I can't believe Nickelodeon allowed an episode involved around mooning on the air. I mean, come on, First Kids Network, but Arnold didn't even... I am so sorry about that. Arnold did not have anything to do about him, and this bastard principal gives him 4 weeks detention. That's not right. And you know what? When Principal Warts at the end of the episode found out, thanks to Harold Stinky Incy confessing that they did it, he didn't even apologize to Arnold. He said, well, you're off the hook for now. What a jerk. But anyway, Principal Warts. The next one, number 6. Another principal from a Nickelodeon show, Mr. Bone, from the Nickelodeon version of Doug. I'm gonna talk to you about another episode. Doug didn't do it. Mr. Bone's yodeling trophy is stolen, and Doug is accused of it because a certain bully I'm going to talk about later on in this episode did it and framed him. Doug didn't do it, but did Mr. Bone believe him? No, he was going to make him polish all of his stupid trophies. Who in the hell gives trophies out for freaking yodeling? Okay, just God. And you know what? When it was found out who did it, again, Mr. Bone didn't even apologize to Doug. Really, dude? Some principal you are. Before I move on to the next one, I want to point this out. Who in the hell gave some of these principals on Nickelodeon cartoons these crazy names? Principal Warts, Mr. Bone, and more recently from the Loud House, Principal Huggins. You know, if you take out that N in his name and replace it with an E, it would be Principal Huggies. He would have the last name the same as a diaper brand. Jeez. Who thinks of these names? Well, anyway, that's number 6. Number 5, Squidward Tentacles, SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, what can I say about it? I hate him. I know SpongeBob and Patrick aren't always a walk in the park, but I still hate Squidward. He is such a jerk. I mean, does the episode Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost ring a bell? I mean, I'm not even gonna... Yeah, I am gonna talk about it. Squidward makes a wax dummy of himself, and SpongeBob and Patrick are playing some crazy game outside, and one of them throws a shell and it flies into Squidward's house and lands on the Squidward dummy, and they think it's a real thing, so they tried to fix him, and when they realize the wax dummy has melted, they thought, oh God, we killed him. Well, right on cue, Squidward just comes out after taking a bath, and in a bathrobe and such, they think he's a ghost. So they do a bunch of crazy tasks for him, and SpongeBob decides they're gonna put him to rest. I mean, and instead of Squidward saying very calmly this was all a misunderstanding, no, he does not do that. He says, I am not. Well, first, he reveals that he is not a ghost, and first SpongeBob says, you're bald! And Squidward yells, no, I'm not bald! I'm alive! Then keep me in that tube so that all your friends will go home. And SpongeBob says, button. Squidward says, do it! And SpongeBob says, go home. And all the friends leave. That episode really pissed. I repeat, pissed me off when I was 9 years old. I was so mad at that scene, I almost broke down in tears. I remember yelling, I wanted a Squidward funeral! I was a crazy kid, I apologize, but anyway. And you know, I'll admit to this, maybe what struck a nerve for me is Sandy appeared at the funeral, and I mentioned this in a previous video. Sandy has always been my favorite character of SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, Sandy rocks. But anyway, moving on. Now, this next character is a villain, and he's from Phineas and Ferb. And no, I'm not talking about Heinz Doofenshmirtz. I am talking about his rival because, personally, I think, yes, Dr. Doofenshmirtz is portrayed as a villain, but you know what? He is the true dad right there to his daughter, Vanessa. I'm talking about his rival, Rodney. He has like a long name. I'll have to look up and see what his name is, but if you guys remember his long name, let me know in the comments below. I can honestly say Rodney is the only character on Phineas and Ferb that I hate. I mean, yes, Candace is annoying, but you know, with a show with characters like Phineas, Ferb, Isabella, Buford, Baljeet, the Fireside Girls, Troop 46231, there's this character, Rodney. Oh, he is such a pain. You gotta feel sorry for poor Doofenshmirtz. In that voice, perfect example, the nerdy dancing episode, he says this. See this is my hand. You can talk to it. What a jerk. But anyway, oh, that voice. I mean, you gotta feel bad for the poor actor who plays Rodney. But anyway, moving on. We're down to the top three, and number 3, Roger Klotz from Doug. You remember the episode Doug didn't do it? Well, he was the one who took Mr. Bones' yodeling trophy and put it in Doug's locker to frame him. I mean, yeah, Roger was that bad. Mr. Joey Cucamonga! Like, God, what a... I hate bullying, okay? I do not tolerate it and just, ugh. Yeah, that's why I put him at number 3, but anyway, moving on. Okay, these last 2 are going to be from a certain Nickelodeon show about a boy with 10 sisters, The Loud House, and here's number 2, Chandler. What a brat, I mean, how low can you get? He calls Lincoln lame. And in his first appearance, he doesn't even call him Lincoln, he calls him Larry. I mean, jeez, what a brat. You know, the episode, oh, I forgot the name of it, where Chandler gets, like, several, like, production crew cameras and stuff, fancy cameras for the Action 5 News team with Lincoln, Liam, Clyde, Rusty, and Stella. Kara's not introduced yet. Well, when they find out he's stealing, I guess, jewelry his dad found, they threaten to tell on his dad, and Chandler begs him not to, saying, I'll be grounded for months. Well, you know what? Your snotty attitude, buddy, maybe you should be grounded for months. But no, Lincoln, Clyde, Rusty, Liam, and Stella, they are awesome kids, by the way. You know what? I want to take this time to give all 5 of them a personal round of applause. But anyway, Chandler agrees. Well, they agree not to tell on him, but as long as he quits the news team, and not only he quits the news team, he takes all the cameras back. And he says it in a very snotty, smart-ass tone. But anyway, Chandler. Okay, we're down to the number 1. But before we do that, like the last one, I'm going to give a quick recap. Number 10, the mayor from Recess. Number 9, Bradley Patowski. Number 8, Randall. Number 7, Principal Warts. Number 6, Mr. Bone. Number 5, Squidward Tentacles. Number 4, Rodney. Number 3, Roger Klotz. Number 2, Chandler. And the number 1, meanest boy in cartoons is, drumroll, I mentioned before, the last two are from the Loud House, and this is the number one in my opinion. The number one meanest boy, in my opinion, in cartoons is from the Loud House. I'm talking about Flip. Yeah, that's right, Flip, the guy who runs Food and Fuel, the 7-Eleven type place in Royal Woods. I affectionately call Flip a humanoid Mr. Krabs. I hate Flip. He is such a jackass, okay? He is a cheap, greedy, selfish, disgusting, dishonest, cheap jackass. Did I mention he was cheap? Yeah, he was cheap. He's a humanoid Mr. Krabs. Let me tell you a little story. The episode Washed Up, where the Loud family gets stranded on an island thanks to his horrible boats. And then they were able to get off, thank God. But when Flip finds them, he says, instead of asking if they were okay, he says, "Hey, I've been looking for your boat. Where's my boat?" Violence is never the answer, okay? I will repeat, violence is never ever the answer, but when Flip said that, I personally wanted to smack him, okay? Like, really, dude, if they would have, like, God forbid, not made it off the island, your ass would have been grass, okay? You would have been in jail forever. You probably, I don't know if Michigan is a death penalty state, you probably would have gotten the chair, okay? So you have no room to freaking talk, buddy. I can honestly say of all the characters in Royal Woods, I can tolerate Chandler, but I cannot tolerate Flip. I hate Flip. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. In fact, I did this on my 10th anniversary Loud House video. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to give him a special review, in my opinion, what I think about him using my hands. And I am going to give him 2 thumbs down. Way down. That's right. Way down. I hate Flip. Anyway, that was number 1. Now, before I leave you, I'm going to give you a little piece of trivia for Flip. Flip is voiced by voice acting legend John DiMaggio. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He has also voiced the voice of Bender, the annoying robot from Futurama. The voice he uses for Bender is the same one he uses for Flip. Little piece of trivia there, but anyway, moving on. Anyway, that is my opinion of the top 10 meanest boys in cartoons. Please, I would like to take this time to apologize for any mistakes I made in this video. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe about this video. I would really appreciate it. But anyway, thank you. Have a good day, and please be nice to one another. We don't need a part 2 of either one of these lists. Thank you and goodbye.